Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Those of you who've been following me for a while know that I love making cookies that look like real food, and with the Valentine's Day coming up, I decided to do Valentine's Day breakfast. What makes these Valentine's Day are the hearts that I included. So you can make these any time of the year. And now let's get started. So first I'm doing a waffle using 15-second consistency royal icing. And to make this royal icing, I used ivory, yellow, and brown food coloring. You can find a breakdown of all the colors on my blog. Link to the post is in the description box under the video. Now, while the icing is still wet, we're going to do wet on wet, and we're just gonna pipe grid. If you have trouble piping lines across like this, you can make yourself a template, make it bigger than a heart, and then place it under the cookie and then use it as a guide. Now again, using wet on wet, I'm using light brown royal icing. And now using piping consistency, we're going to outline and make the grid again. Now I'm going to let this dry, and then we can make chocolate syrup if you like that on your waffles. So I'm using about 20-second consistency royal icing, and then we're gonna have to let this crust, and then we can make butter. For the butter, I'm using, again, this is about 20-second consistency, and to color this icing I use the yellow and a little bit of orange. Now we can start with the bacon. To make the bacon, I'm using 4 different colors, and all of them are 15-second consistency, starting with the darkest, which is a combination of red, fuchsia, and brown food coloring. Then we're gonna do white, and I'm also going to do pink and light red. To make the pink, I used a little bit of pink food coloring, and I muted it down with ivory, and same with the red. Then use your needle tool and blend the icing. Make sure that you use the tool in one direction. You don't want to blend it all together. You want to have a direction in the marbling. You may want to swirl it a little bit at the end to smooth the edge, but that's about it. So now we can make the egg. To make the egg, I'm using white royal icing, 15-second consistency for the base. And to make the egg yolk, I will be making royal icing transfer. Now you have 2 options. For this application, actually it would work to apply dry royal icing transfer onto the white wet surface, but I'm gonna be doing dry on dry. So I'm piping on a wax paper. I'm going to let this dry, and then we're gonna airbrush one side with orange airbrush food coloring. And then you can simply peel off the backing and use a little bit of royal icing and glue that on. Now we can make the coffee mug. So I'm starting with 15-second consistency white royal icing, and I'm going to use 15-second black royal icing to make tiny little dots. You can make them bigger. When making the dots, I always like to start in a center. That way I can kind of find my bearings, and then it just becomes easier to make the dots evenly distributed. Once you are done with your dots, let it crust, and then you can make the handle, and then we're gonna make the swirl for the whipped cream with star tip and stiff royal icing. For all the tools and tips, you can visit my blog. Everything is posted on there as well. To make this Valentine's Day, I'm including a heart and I'm going to dust it with some edible glitter dust. Alright, and here are finished cookies. Aren't these awesome? I love how these turned out. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial as well. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on blog so you don't miss any more tutorials and recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.